Yeah, today Gaitri is with us, and she's a very young enthusiastic on water and working on water positivity. And I request her to please tell the world how she thinks and how can be and what can be done on water. Please.
Great. Thank you so much for inviting me and giving me the opportunity to speak today. So my name is Gaitri Sundar Rajan. I'm a third year DPhil student in the University of Oxford studying chemical engineering. I'm originally from, I guess I was born in Chennai in India, and I grew up essentially in the US. After doing my higher and secondary studies, I went to Boston University there, and I studied mechanical engineering. So my pathway to water was realizing that I wanted to work on something that would improve quality of life. And as an engineer and somebody who really cared about the people in society, I kind of was thinking, what are the things that would implement or improve somebody's life the most? And I thought water, energy, food, and shelter are probably the main things. And I saw that in many ways, energy was being taken care of was really in front of the media. But water was something that had been considered a commodity in some places, but was so critical to health and really just not understood in other places. So I thought that that was an area that I could really impact with the work that I did, both from an engineering point of view, but also from a humanitarian and a human-oriented perspective. So right now I have the opportunity in the University of Oxford to develop a technology that's called HyDeCo, hybrid desalination and cooling systems. So essentially it's a system that can, in a sustainable, affordable, and off-grid package, produce both desalinated water, which is basically removing salt from water, which can make it drinkable, and also producing cooling, whether that's for air conditioning, vaccine cold storage, or chilling in different applications. And the idea is that this kind of system can be deployed in places where there isn't existing electrical grid connectivity, and a lot of other technologies have failed because they haven't been culturally sensitive, they haven't really thought about the long-term perspective or considered partnerships in that aspect. So what I'm really interested in doing is bridging the gap between technology and the application and the need, and really looking at what's needed in each of these different contexts and populations, and translating that into a technology need. Because I think that the novelty here is a product, something that can connect those two. Because there's a lot of people who develop really great technologies, and there's a lot of people who see the need, but there's very few people that can actually be in that middle gap, take technologies that might exist or develop them, and actually bring them to have impact in a long-term perspective in water and in these communities. So I really hope that with a technology background, but with a deep kind of care for people and improving society, that I'll be able to kind of bridge that gap, both from developing a venture to actually doing my research and then just speaking to people from the community. I've had like wonderful, wonderful connections and conversations with people who really want to support this kind of mission. And I think that I have learned so much from each of those conversations. So as you mentioned, I'm very early on in this process, but I'm in a stage where I'm very deep into the technology, very deep into wanting to do this. And so I'm in a stage where if you're interested in speaking to me, definitely reach out because we're in an area that we need more people to be in. So I would be very happy to connect and also very happy to be a part of that conversation. So thank you again for that opportunity.
Thank you very much. And excellent, awesome. This is whenever I say that the science has, or engineering has no limitation, no boundaries, and it's the need of time, the energy and water nexus, like heating, cooling system, like you are telling us about that, the off-grid systems that, especially in that area, the remote or where the energy is very expensive or there is no energy. So these are the need of time, and our society is always welcoming to the things which are facilitating a common human. So wish you very good luck in your research, in your study, and we'll be connecting again. And the time is very precious, and I value your emotions. You're working towards water, and the human and our society really needs this and this kind of research. And we are always, our prayers are for you to prosper us and come up with more and more innovation and new things. And we'll also invite you in our upcoming international events, Food for Peace, and we'll request you and send you the formal invitation. Thank you very much. And want to next year, when you have the other next year develop something, we will always welcome them all over the world that this is the thing I was working, and it's a celebration that you have successful and serving in your ambition and your cause. So thank you very much, Gayatri, and wish you very, very good luck. And again, and we'll
Thank you so
invite
much.
you.
I really
Yeah,
appreciate it.
yeah. Bye bye.